Hi guys! So today I'm going to be showing you how to get this bronzy, natural, glowy look that I've been wearing every day for summer so far. This is what I've been doing. It's very lightweight. I use a lightweight foundation, and if you want to see how to get this look, then keep on watching. To start off, what I use is every morning I put on this stuff. It's called EyEnvy, and basically it's just a serum to help your lashes grow. You just put it on your lash line. To go get my lash lift, which I had a couple months ago, I'll insert a before and after picture right here. And my lashes were really long. Like, the girl who did my lashes, she was like, oh my god, your lashes are so long. And I'm like, yeah, it's because I use this serum. So yeah. So I put the serum on every morning, and it starts to work about a month. Like, you see results within a month. Okay, so while that's drying, I put on some primer. Makeup Forever Step 1 Mattifying Primer or base. I take like the littlest amount. I literally take that much. And I just put it right on my nose. And then it like dries up really quick because it's mattifying. And then I also put a little bit in the middle of my forehead, and then a little bit on my chin, because that's the T-zone, and the T-zone for me gets oily throughout the day. So once I am done putting the primer, this primer really helps keep my T-zone matte, because I am using a foundation that is very like dewy. It's light coverage because it's summertime. I don't really want a full glam makeup unless I'm doing something important during the day. So I've been trying out the Dior Backstage foundation. It's face and body, so it's super light. This foundation is light, it's not full coverage, and it's meant to be dewy and glowy, so it's not going to give you a matte look. Okay, so we have a wet beauty blender, and now we're just gonna blend the foundation into my face. So usually I might do 2 coats of this foundation, because it does cover up, it does help even out my skin tone, but it doesn't completely cover up my acne. I'm hoping that if I add certain things to my skincare routine that it's gonna improve, because there's always room for improvement. I always say like, oh, people say like, oh, this part of you is so perfect, or like, oh, this is so perfect, but I like to think there's always that extra room for improvement. Like, no, it could be better. Like, it's good, but it could be better. Everything can always be better. That's what I like to think. So now my skin is like generally one color. Like, it's very even, and I haven't concealed yet or anything. But I usually will take the concealer, the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and I'll put it under my eyes. But I might do a second coat of this foundation. Let's just do a second coat. So I'm just gonna dot it again all over my face. It's very like liquidy, very lightweight, which I like for the summer, even though I do have acne. What it looks like now. It's all over everywhere. Bring it down my neck. Alright, so now I'm going to take the Born This Way, Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and put literally just those 2 dots under my eyelids, because I am keeping this look very lightweight. This is a shade Almond. It's a little dark for me to use as a highlighting shade, but I'm not highlighting right now. I'm just kind of blending it into the skin. It's literally the same color as my skin. It matches perfectly. Just blends right in. I take whatever's extra and put it on any blemishes. Just go like that. Then we're done. Not done the whole look. What I like to do is I like to take some baking powder. So I'm using the Huda Beauty baking powder in the shade Pound Cake. Do a couple taps, flip it over, open it up, and there's all the powder. So this is just to make sure my under eyes don't crease. So I'm just placing it literally just under my eyelids like that. You know how baking powder literally gets everywhere. I usually wear my kimono when I'm doing my makeup so I can just take it off. No, I have a bunch of powder on my clothes. I'm not wearing it right now. Okay, so while we let that sit, which is not going to be for long because this is a natural look, we're going to focus on our eyebrows. So in the summer, I usually like either have my eyebrows fully done or not at all, even like during looks. So what I do is I literally just either use my Anastasia Brow Wiz if I'm doing my eyebrows, or my Kat Von D Dip Brow if I'm doing a full look, or I'll literally just wipe my eyebrows like this. Like I'll lick my finger and I'll just wipe my eyebrow just so like the extra foundation can come off, and then I have just like my natural brow. That's if I'm doing like very natural, like I don't really care if my eyebrows are perfect kind of thing. My eyebrows are basically done. And I literally take some powder on my eyelids with a big fluffy brush like this. And I take a little amount. I just put on my eyelids so that my eyelids aren't oily and greasy. Just put on my eyelids like so. And then I take the powder off. I told you it wouldn't be for long. And then I take the MAC Studio Fix powder foundation and I put that all over my face. And this is just to get that extra amount of coverage, but also like all over setting powder. Next off, I take same fluffy brush we used to put on our eyelids. I don't know what this brush is. I've had it. Oh, it's Estee Lauder. Some kind of brush. And I use the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. Or no. Okay. Then I use a Too Faced Sun Bunny. Literally, I use a bronzer on my eyelids. I'm not trying to pull out some eyeshadow palette when I'm literally doing the simplest look, and I just go back and forth in my crease just to add some color, some dimension, and that's literally it. This is just to add a little something in your eyelids when I'm doing like a no makeup look or something like that. So I'm going to zoom in a bit more just to show you like how natural this is looking. Natural brows, like not even filled in. And then just my eyes. What I do next is I curl my lashes. So I'm just using this like regular curler. I curl my eyelashes twice. So I do this eye and then I go into the next eye. So I always just, my mom's calling me. I had some chicken wings. What I was saying is I always use the Better Than Sex mascara because I know it never does me wrong. Yeah, so just put... I like to go heavy on the lashes even if I'm doing a natural look because I just like the look of it. Like a nice volumizing lash with like a clean, simple face. I just find that really beautiful. So that's without. It looks really good. So these lashes are looking kind of crazy, but I kind of like it. And I get mascara on the top of my eyelid. You literally just take a brush and you go like this with the side of it. I'm done with the eyes. This is all I do with my eyes, is I just do my mascara and like that eyeshadow bronzer moment. So I take that same bronzer I used on my eyelids and I just swirl it around with my MAC, what brush is this? MAC 135S brush, which is like literally the best bronzing brush. And I just kind of put it everywhere, literally everywhere. I love this bronzer because it has shimmer in it. The Chocolate Soleil bronzer by Too Faced is also really good and I use it a lot. Get that jawline. I use it a lot when I want a more glam look because it's more matte and just like clean, but this is like a summer kind of glow look, so that's what I like doing. Okay, now we're gonna make my forehead smaller by bronzing that in. I don't really like very opaque bronzers where you literally like tap your brush and that's it. I like to like swirl my brush around and like really get the product on there more than just having like, I don't know, I just feel better that way. Like I feel like bronzing's very like swirl, 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 push it in your face, you know. I like that. Like that's just like the way I like to. I'll try the Fenty bronzer, see if I like it. But that's the one I know I like right now. After I do that, I'm going to take blush. And right now, I'm using this is the Nars blush in the shade Bumpy Ride. It's very, obviously the shade Orgasm is like the OG shade, like everyone loves it. I do too, I hit pan in mine. But it's like really dark. And this shade is very pink and very like bright. And it does have shimmer in it as well. The theme in this look is shimmer. So not as much shimmer as Orgasm, which I don't mind because you can always add shimmer with highlight. So we put that on our cheeks and a little bit on our nose to make it look like we're sun-kissed. And there we go. Okay, next up, we're almost done. We're literally almost done. I'm gonna wipe my eyebrows one last time. You might think this is gross, whatever, like people do it. What I'm gonna do is take, this is literally just water. I know it's in a MAC Prep and Prime bottle, but this is literally just tea tree water. And I literally just spray it on this fan brush that I use to highlight. And I'm taking the Becca highlighter in the shade Moonlight. I'll try and show you. And I just swirl my brush around like this. And I like to take the wet side first and just slightly go like that. And then the dry side and add on top. Look at that. It's gorgeous. Okay. Do it again. Swirl it around. Oh, this side's really wet. Sometimes I like to take on my arm if it's too wet. Because when it's too wet, it'll leave like weird streaks and it'll look very harsh and not like soft like that. And when you look in front of the camera or like in front of someone, you can see it. That also happens if your highlight shade is too dark for your skin tone. You'll be able to see it when you're looking straight forward. You can kind of see it on there because I kind of put a lot, but it's okay. It'll end up working out. Okay. So, I'll show you what I do with my lips. 1 second. We're gonna zoom in for this. Okay, so this is what I do with my lips. I just do this. With some chapstick. That's literally all I do. I like to wear lipstick, I do, but lip balm is always like my go-to. I like lip gloss better than lipstick or like literally anything, but yeah. Okay, so this is like the makeup look, and I'll show you what the look looks like when it's come together. So I just sprayed my face with some Cover FX High Performance 24 Hours Setting Spray. I messed that up. High Performance Setting Spray 24-hour wear. I thought I got it right. This stuff really works. Like, I love this stuff. Sometimes I get on my phone when I'm like doing my makeup and like my phone's just right there, and I'm like spraying my face, so it'll go on my phone will feel like, you can feel it on like this film on my phone, and that's how I know that it really sets everything in place, because I try to use my phone after and it just won't let me, because like there's something covering it, something covering from getting to it. So that's how I feel this works. Like, nothing gets in it, like my oils don't really pop out that much. Like, I have oily skin and it does not like show after 5 hours. Usually around the 6-hour mark, that's when my oils do start coming through, and it just, after 5 hours it's really good, and then at the 6-hour mark, that's when I usually have to start fixing it up. But it's okay, because like every foundation, primer, setting spray will usually hit that mark. I haven't really found one that has surpassed that mark yet, but hopefully I will soon. I'm gonna do my hair and then I'll be back. Okay. So this is a final look. It's very glowy, very natural. Again, I use the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. Yeah, so you can still see my acne, like that's just how it is, because it is a light coverage foundation. I don't have a lot of texture anymore. Like, I don't really get pimples. It's just redness and scarring left from previous blemishes I've had. Yeah, so this is like my everyday look for summer. This is what I do almost every day. Okay, I'm done. Ooh, look at that glow. Look at my skin. Looks pretty good. Okay, I'm done.